welcome back to my channel. I thought it would be fun to do a little TBR Jar picks my reads. So I'm not a quick reader, I'm a slow reader, so I'm only going to pick 4. And actually I'm going to pick 5, but 4 core books and then 5 is ambitious. I'm going to get into it. I've written some prompts. I've got these off like other videos, Inspo and ChatGPT. Let's pick some. Start with the pink one. So we have got, please don't be long, this book. Read a book with an animal on the cover. I'm thinking, what is going to have an animal on the cover? I was thinking like for instance, I've read Fourth Wing. That's got a dragon, so that would count, wouldn't it, an animal? Have I got any more with dragons? I've got like a pile here, which are like TBR books as well. I've got Butter, which obviously has a cow on the front. Or I've got Fireborn, which has got 2 dragons. Now this one's intriguing because it's inspired by a real circumstance, a real case. So that's quite intriguing. So I'm thinking maybe that one. But then this one I've wanted to read for ages and I love dragons. I love all things dragon. Since Fourth Wing I've not had a dragon fix. I have read When the Moon Hatched. That broke my heart. Did anyone else feel that? Because I'm not one of those people, when I read a book, I then go into TikTok to look at all the reviews and what other people are saying. And no one mentioned it, but it broke my heart for little Salatra, whatever you pronounce it. I would pronounce it Salatra. It broke my heart for her. I felt so... my heart broke for her. Let me look at how long they are, because I don't want a long one. So that's 429 pages, and this one is 450. So there's only like 10 page difference in the two. Interesting. Which one do I want to read? Do I want to read dragons or... I'll go with Butter. I just think like at the moment this story is like a bit more interesting to me. So it's basically, I'll read you the blurb. Gourmet cook Maneko Kaji sits in Tokyo Detention Centre convicted of the serial murders of a lonely businessman who she's said to have seduced with her delicious home cooking. She refuses to speak with any press. That is until journalist Rika Machida writes a letter asking for her recipe for beef stew, and Kaji can't resist writing back. Rika rarely cooks more than instant ramen, but as her conversations with Kaji unfold, they seem closer to a masterclass in food than journalistic research. With each meal Rika eats under Kaji's close instruction, something is awakening in her body. She and Kaji have more in common than she once thought. And then it says at the bottom, inspired by the real case of the Konkatsu killer, this is a vivid, unsettling exploration of misogyny, obsession and transgressive pleasures of food in Japan. It says here, the 2 things I simply cannot tolerate, feminists and margarine. So yeah, that kind of sounds quite intriguing to me. So that is going to be book number 1. Butter. I'm going to put the books here that I choose. Book number 2. I'm not going to look. Another pink one. And it says... that is so funny. Choose a book that is the same colour as your socks. You don't be able to read that because it's like absolutely crumpled. But I'm not wearing socks. So, what does that mean? Does that mean pink? So I've got like, the only fully pink book I own is this one, The Tenant by Freida McFadden. But I have already read this. Enjoyed. But predictable. The only other remotely pink book I have is this one, Infinite Fates. And you know what, actually, that's pink as well. So this is a good one. And the text is huge. So this will be a nice short read, I think. It's got really good reviews, this as well, like all over TikTok and stuff. So many people love it. So actually, this is a good choice. Evelyn has lived countless lives, and in every single one she's been killed before her 18th birthday, but in her present life her little sister needs her to stay alive. To save her sister and make it past her 18th birthday, she'll have to 1. Find the centuries old enemy who hunts her through each life, and 2. Figure out while she's being hunted so that she can break the curse once and for all. Most importantly, she's going to have to try not to fall in love with them again. So I think the premise for this book is that it's like two souls and they're fated to fall in love in every lifetime, but they're also fated to kill each other. I'm excited for that one. So that one is on there. That's book 2. So I'll do 2 more. Book number 3 is, oh, I picked up 3 there. Yellow. And we have, okay, that's good, that's good. Under 300 pages. As I'm a slow reader, so this is good for me. The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. How big? How many pages? Oh no. This one is 308, so not far off. But let me see if I can find one that's under 300. So I've got Frida's new one, Do Not Disturb. How many is that? Oh, it might be this one. 289. I think it might be that one. I've also got Ward D sitting here by Frida. This one is highly recommended by one of my best friends. She loves it. Oh, this one is, how about that? That one is 299. So which one do I want to go for? I think I'm going to go for this one because it's shorter, but that is perfect. 299. That's crazy. Always waiting, always watching. Queen Alexandra has committed an unthinkable crime, so she makes a run for it. She leaves behind her home, her job and her family and races to the northern border before the police can discover what she's done. But when an unexpected snowstorm forces her off the road, Queen is forced to take refuge at the broken down, isolated Baxter Motel. So, book number 3. And the final book we're going to do, because actually that one, Butter, is quite long, so I'm just going to do the 4. That was 3. I'm going to do the 4. So, final book will be another yellow. Sorry, blue. Another yellow. Choose a book with a plant on it. So I've got The Coven, which I suppose isn't much of a plant, but it's got plants on it, which is The Coven by Harper L. Woods. It's got like roses and some vines. And then I've got Spellbound by Georgia Layton, which has got all plants all over it. That's got a horse on it as well, so that could have been there. Oh, look at the sprayed edges on that, I love it. So Spellbound. I've got the very, very loved Bury Their Bones in the Midnight Soil, which is covered in roses. I don't know if you'll be able to see that properly, but that is a rose. And I can maybe see the back better. Covered in roses, so that could be a good one. Although it's huge. And then I've got The West Wind, which again is covered in flowers. So, I've got no idea what this book is about. But it's quite short. And, like, it's intriguing because it's so highly recommended, but it's literally 530 pages. I don't think I'd get that done in a month with the others. I think I might go for this one because I know nothing about this one and it's really intriguing because I know nothing about it. I kind of don't want to read the blurb to you. I do want to read the blurb to you, but I don't want to read the blurb to you. I'm going to read just the first little bit so I don't spoil it for myself. A darkly reimagined tale of forbidden love inspired by the Greek myth of Hero and Leander and the Scottish ballad Tam Lin. Oh, I like the sound of that. I'm half Scottish myself, so I love that. I love Tam Lin. Stop. That sounds interesting, so I'm going to pick that one. So, my little TBR for the month of August, and possibly September if I don't read them all, is this. So we've got Do Not Disturb by Frida McFadden, Butter by Asako Yuzuki, At Infinite Fates by Laura Stephen, and The West Wind by Alexandra Warwick. And that is my TBR for the month. I'll possibly do like a little reading vlog where I read all these books, so I can give you my thoughts and reviews and keep up with it. And I'm going to start doing these every month from now on, depending on how well I get on with this. It might be every 2 months, but we'll see. But yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you if you're here. Please subscribe and comment and talk to me because I need some book friends. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.